It's your man Rance hanging out on the scene, bringing you the QC through my lens. So, you know, I'm all about supporting the locals, and I'm feeling a little bit charitable today. So I hooked up with my man Phil Pucci, not part of the design family, and Taylor Slaughter, and she is going to be the spokesperson for the foundation that this big event, Reverb Fest, is going to be raising money for. So thanks for spending a little time with me.
Cool, man.
Thanks
Thank
for having
us.
All right, so before we get into what the benefit is for, let's talk about the party, because everybody's always about a party. Reverb Fest. I hear it's gaining some major traction in social media. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, Reverb Fest. 6 bands. We've got Diarrhea Planet, Junior Astronomers from Charlotte, Museum Mouth from Wilmington, CIRFs, Southern Hemisphere from Charleston, and then Patois Counselors, also from Charlotte. And a lot of good stuff. There's going to be a giant igloo, a couple other surprises. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a really, really cool party.
Now, today is a little bit abnormal with the weather-wise, so the igloo thing might be a little shocking by the time the show date comes. But maybe we'll have that chill weather. How did you guys come up with this concept to do the show?
Well, I did a Reverb Fest back last May. Also, that was also here, and it was 13 local bands played, and we just wanted to do a benefit for Chronic Illness Relief Fund, and I rounded up a lot of my friends' bands. Everyone played, and it was a great time. And we kind of wanted to do something. I kind of wanted to do something along those lines, but a little more focused. So we just have the 6 bands this time, and kind of reach out to some regional bands to come in. We've got Diarrhea Planet from Nashville, so yeah.
And it's like a 1.5, because there's another Reverb Fest 2.0.
All right.
That's going to be happening again in May. So this is sort of like a mid-season fun festival that's going to be happening. So that's what's so exciting about it.
Just a little small sample of what you guys are going to see later in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and there's a little bit of a punk rock feel, and it's young and it's vibrant and it's Charlotte, and that's what they always bring to the table.
Very cool. Now tell me about this foundation that you're working with.
Actually, it's my foundation. I'm the founder and president of the Chronic Illness Relief Fund. I suffer from chronic illness. I suffer from lupus and fibromyalgia. And when I was diagnosed, and through my diagnostic process, I realized that there was a huge gap between what people who were suffering from chronic illnesses needed and what was available to them. So I decided that my mission would be to fill that gap, and here we are.
Now, a lot of people don't understand, so can you give us, I was actually just having a conversation with someone today about fibromyalgia and MS and lupus, just a quick breakdown of what those two are to you, and like for people who won't understand.
They're all autoimmune diseases. And what that means is that your immune system can't tell the difference between healthy tissue and unhealthy tissue, so it attacks everything. So what I say is it's not like I get sick easier, because my body will fight that off just as well. Unfortunately, it's also attacking the good things that I need. And that's the same thing with really any autoimmune disease. Your immune system doesn't know how to treat your body. And because of that, your immune system just attacks everything. And it can manifest itself in fibromyalgia, lupus, MS, and many other diseases. But basically it just means that your body is attacking itself.
What, I want to ask this,
Kind of.
well, actually, it's like, people hear about like fibromyalgia, MS, or whatever, but do people, like I just asked you, a lot of people don't understand. So, I mean, as far as fundraising, like last year, ALS was the big thing, and I mean,
right.
I'm not saying these will get to that level, but people do need to be informed about these kind of diseases.
Absolutely. Well, that's definitely part of our mission. Our mission is to not only raise awareness, but to also, give funds to our applicants. But awareness is a part of our mission, because if people don't understand it, they won't want to raise funds for it, and they also won't understand how chronically ill people can be so useful to our society. These are people within working age or within childbearing age. They're working class adults. And these are the people that we need to be taken care of so that they can continue to give to our economy and support our economy. Well, without that level of awareness, I don't think that anybody would ever really consider that.
Very understandable. All right. So back to the bands. Sorry, we have to get
It's
to
okay.
the
I
fun.
like music too.
You
I
know.
wouldn't be here.
All right. So 1.0 had a punk feel. 1.5, and it was pretty much local. This one's got some regional acts. How'd you get those guys to want to come in and join the party?
I pretty much came up with a dream lineup of 6 bands, and I found their publicity contacts and contacted them, and it was actually super easy. Well, first of all, a lot of bands they like playing benefit shows because it's great because you can play for a lot of people that might not necessarily hear your band otherwise because they're there to support the cause and vice versa. So it works both ways. And yeah, it was actually super easy to get the bands, and plus this time we were able to budget for some bands, so that was also made it a little bit easier to get some of the bands that we wanted. But Diary of Planet is fantastic. They're from Nashville. They Pace Magazine just voted them Best Live Act of 2014.
Wow.
And they're gaining a lot of traction. They're wild. They have 4 guitar players, and usually
a lot of bodies. Yeah.
And usually all 4 of them fit in a solo in a span of a 3-minute song. It's ridiculous, and they're a party band, and they're fun, and everyone's gonna lose their minds.
And so we can't give any, spoilers, but okay, let's break down the nuts and bolts. This is all going down at the Neighborhood Theater. What day?
January 30th. Friday.
It's an all-ages show, but if you're underage, you got to kick in a couple of extra bucks.
Yeah.
And it goes directly to the nonprofit, so if you have to kick in those extra bucks, don't feel bad about it because it's going to a great cause.
It's all about a great cause, a great party, and you're supporting locals and a few regionals.
Absolutely.
But it's all about supporting the locals. Social media, where can they find you?
You can find Chronic Illness Relief Fund. The website is CIRFhelps.org.
And we're also CIRF Helps on all social media. It's an acronym for Chronic Illness Relief Fund, so it's CIRF-HELPS. And we're on all social media, and you have yours for Reverb Fest.
Yeah, you can find the event on neighborhoodtheater.com, or if you search on Facebook for Reverb Fest, it'll probably be the first thing that comes up, or on Instagram at Reverb Fest.
Lots of pictures.
Oh yeah, I needed the pictures.
Nice. So all my social media info is going to be right here under my smiling mug. Ding! And so I'm going to follow these guys so you can get to them through me. But better yet, follow yourself, support your local, support a good cause. Come out and have a rip-roaring time and be safe in the mosh pit. Right?
Rock and roll.
Right. Now, we live for the rock and roll.